Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Knotty Threads. Do subscribe to my channel in case you're new and also hit the bell icon to get all the future updates. So in continuation with the last video, here I am demonstrating two more designs using just the normal sewing needle and some anchor thread. For this I have inserted 4 strands of anchor thread in the normal sewing needle and I'm stitching it in this way. To work this kind of design, picot has to be done for the sari end, and I'm also using 3 mm matte finished beads. Now this is like a fancy sari, so adding Saree Kuchu or something hanging will make it kind of traditional and it might not look that good. So that is the reason I decided to try this kind of pattern for this organza kind of sari. So I'm adding a bead and working more like a blanket stitch. So while I'm doing that, I'm just wrapping the thread around the needle like this. So I'm adding 3 beads. So since the pallu is plain in the end, it is also looking like as though there is some kind of lace on the pallu. So you can try this kind of design for fancy saris like organzas or chiffons or georgettes using any kind of beads of your choice. So again, starting the pattern in the same way, working the first stitch, then I'm going to add a bead like this and take another stitch and wrap the thread around the needle like that. So do this for 3 times, like add the bead 3 times and then end it with 1 blanket stitch. So just to give it a little bit of variation, the next 3 times I have just added the bead in the exact same way, taking small stitches just in the picot part. So there we go, it's just 1 small stitch, wrap the thread in the same way and pull the needle. Exact same method, so there is no change as such. Instead of taking a long stitch in the pallu, I am just doing this just to differentiate between the design. Otherwise the design will kind of get very monotonous and continuous. So that's how the pattern goes. Continue this till the end of the pallu, and in case there is no zari or there is no gold color in the pallu at all, you can also use some glass beads or crystals or pearls. Material you can replace with anything of your choice that you feel complements the sari you're working on. So this is how it looks, and it's extremely easy. There is no skill or there is nothing required to work something like this. So in case you run out of thread, you can just knot it, trim it and start fresh. If you do not want the thread to be so thick, then you can reduce the number of strands that we are using in the needle, or if you want, you can also replace this cotton thread with silk thread in case you're working on a glossy sari. So that's how simple it is to achieve this kind of design. So do let me know in the comment section how you like this design, and also let me know if you're going to try it on your pallu and which material sari are you going to try this one. So let's see the finished look very soon. So do check out the I button. I'm also going to link a few of our all-time favorites in the I button, so do check it out. So here it is. This is how the design ended up. The border of this particular grey sari is pink, so that is the reason I used pink color just to give that tinge of pink in the pallu. Looks really nice. The size of the beads I have used here is about 3 to 4 mm. You can reduce and increase the size accordingly. It's all up to you. And this gets done very quickly, and the best part is there is no crochet skill or any other skill required to work something like this. So let's look at another design using just the normal sewing needle and some beads. Let's see how to work this design. So for this one, I'm using these gold beads in teardrop shape, some crystals and 3 mm round beads. So I've already taken 2 strands of cotton thread in the normal sewing needle, and the picot is already done for the pallu. Fixing the knot by wrapping the thread around 2 to 3 times and then you'll just have to add the beads in this way, one round bead and one teardrop bead. Just check the direction of the teardrop bead, and then I'm also adding one small crystal and a gold bead. Leaving the gold bead behind, I'm just going to pass the needle back into the crystal, and then I will add one teardrop in the opposite side and one small round bead. So the design looks very intricate. Since this is a silk sari, I'm using this kind of flashy gold beads. If you want, you can again replace it with anything of your choice. Take a stitch in the picot part and then pass through the small bead, and then we will just repeat. This time we are not going to add the round bead. Instead, we are just going to add the teardrop bead, one crystal and one round bead. Leave the round bead behind and pass it through the crystal alone, and then insert one teardrop bead and a round bead. It's very simple to make. Again, like mentioned earlier, these kind of designs do not require any kind of skills like crochet or tatting, but still you can achieve or work on the sari pallus or sleeves or dupattas to add that extra wow look. So this is how we will just continue. So the crystals I'm using is matching the pallu. The sari is completely grey. That is the reason I'm using an opposite colored crystal, so that when we drape the pallu and leave it, the crystal falls on the body of the sari and it is visible. So that's how the design will continue. So do let me know in the comment section which one you felt is easy and which one of the designs you are going to try out of these two. I will look forward for your comments. So just keep going until you reach the end of the pallu. Now the size of the crystals I have used is about 3 mm, and the gold bead is also 3 mm. If you want, you can use a slightly bigger crystal and a smaller gold bead. That will also give you a different kind of look. But ultimately, the way the design is worked is exactly the same. So extremely easy to work. In case you happen to try any of our designs, please feel free to share it over my WhatsApp number mentioned in the description box, so that I also see how you guys kind of replicate the designs I show, and that makes me happy. So here's the finished look of this design. So with this, we have reached the end of the video. Do give us a like in case you like this idea of mine. If you are watching without subscribing, please subscribe to the channel and also share it with your friends. That's all in today's video. I shall see you guys soon. Until then, take care. Bye bye.